Blatt hat sich gewendet!
And now, some red, white, and
Like auch Little Pets, ja?
easier than killing a Nazi is killing a Nazi dinosaur.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Listen carefully. If any Allied servicemen can hear me, this is Santa Claus. Here in Italy, I'm known as Babbo Natale. Or if there are any Frenchmen left in this war, Père Noël. Heck, you can even call me Jolly Old Saint Nick. Tonight, I'm anything but. I may not have much time left before those beasts come back. Do to me what they did to my poor reindeer. It's a sad story. It began on a foggy Christmas Eve, much like this. It was. Dasher and Dancer were blown to smithereens by that 88. Just a red mist.
Nur das ist ein Baum. Tougher skin than we
Rolling
thought.
over. God bless them, they tried to bring the nose up, but their mighty reindeer hearts gave out on the strain. We came down like a yo-yo on a broken string. Rudolph still blinking out a stall warning, augured right in. I got thrown free
Just a baby, Lisa.
into a frozen creek bed. I woke with visions of sugar plum berries dancing in my head. I staggered back to the rest. What to my wandering eyes should appear but a pack of Dilophosaurs eating my reindeer. They tore Comet and Cupid apart like they were nothing more than common ghosts. I pulled out my service revolver and... no, I haven't fired a shot since the Great War. Seeing my team ripped apart by a vicious pack of very naughty Nazi dinosaurs, well, I just saw it. I plugged 3 of those nuggets there right then and there. But it was too late, I'm afraid, for Comet and Cupid. Donner was pretty badly mauled, and with the bullet I would normally save for myself, I helped him find release from this cruel world. So now it's the endless, right?
Good shot.
But there was more loss than tragic. You see, I was on a critical mission for Supreme Allied Command, fighting Paxton for a fortnight later. They're now under Nazi dinosaur control. Those vicious animals managed to make off as very skin. Without them, I'm afraid the nice little boys and girls of the Allied nations won't have a Christmas at all this year. But those beasts will cough them up just as soon as you shoot them down. Get after them, soldier. Avenge Dasher, avenge Dancer, avenge Prancer and Vixen, avenge Comet and Cupid, Donner and Blitzen. Oh, not Blitzen. Sorry, Blitzen. I know you're still alive. Yes, you're a survivor. The weather outside is frightful, and so are the predators. But we must never forget that good will triumph. Recover those presents, and years from now, think it all. Remind us back on this time that saving Christmas was the one dangerous thing we were able to do. Old god-awful shite. And now, I'll lead out with a little Christmas music to bring holiday spirits while I change these blood-soaked bandages.
Noticing the bomb.
If I get back to the North Pole, Mrs. Claus may not recognize the man I've become.
Snipe that.
Remember, get those presents out of Nazi hands. They are very naughty boys. You may not have believed in me. This morning, I didn't believe in dinosaurs either, but now I do. Believe. Save Christmas. Save the presents. Save your pets. They're coming. I have to sign off now. I'll let this music play to throw them off my trail.
Another one for the butcher's bill. A dinosaur?
Mayday. Emergency situation. I don't know if anyone is reading this. I've been over enemy territory. I know some of you may not believe this, but this is Santa Claus. It's not a radio hand. This is actually the real Santa Claus, and I've been shot down somewhere north of Salerno. My sleigh that I hit an 88mm flat. Shot, bitten, maybe both. To fashion a tourniquet of sorts from my belt, but I'm afraid it's not going to be enough. I'm starting to shake like a bowl full of jelly here. Any search and rescue aircraft should be able to spot my sleigh easily enough. On fire. I brought her in hard. We lost the starboard reindeer on the way down. Please. I've been ducking the holes with this Tommy gun I picked up off a dead GI, but I'm afraid I'm almost out of Christmas cheer. Photograph here, maybe some sounds of the season will help calm these vicious animals down. Gotta be a few records here somewhere in this cabin.
dumb.
Listen carefully. If any Allied servicemen can hear me, this is Santa Claus. Here in Italy, I'm known as Babbo Natale. Or if there are any French left in this war,
And Bob's your uncle.
be jolly old St. Nick coming tonight. I'm anything but. I may not have much time left before those beasts come back. Do to me what they did to my poor reindeer. It's a sad story. It began on a foggy Christmas Eve, much like this one. Actually, it was. Dashmere and Dancer were blown to smithereens by that 88. Red mist. I tried to trim it out, but she kept rolling over on me. Dancer and Vixen, God bless them, they tried to bring the nose up, but their mighty reindeer hearts just gave out under the strain. We came down like a yo-yo with a broken string. Rudolph, still blinking out a stall warning, augured right in. I got thrown free from the impact and blacked out when I smashed into a frozen creek bed. I woke with visions of sugar plum berries dancing in my head. I staggered back to the wreck. What to my wandering eyes should appear but a pack of Dilophosaurs eating my reindeer. They tore common and human apart like they were nothing more than common friends. I pulled out my service revolver and now I have inspired me today since the Great War. Seeing my team ripped apart by vicious packs of very annoying Nazi dinosaurs, well, I just saw it. I plucked 3 of them and dug into their blood right then and there. But it was too late, I'm afraid. Common and Cupid. Donner was pretty badly mauled, and with the bullet I would normally save for myself, I helped him find release from this cruel world.